Hi friends, previously on 8051 microcontroller video series, we have gone through block diagram of 8051 microcontroller, PSW register and instruction set only with data transfer instruction sets. Today we will be going through how to download Keil Microvision 5 software and installing on the Windows system. This video series is presented by RLC EEE. Without wasting our time, let's begin the topic. To download Keil Microvision software, open any of your favorite browser. Here I will be using Chrome browser. In the Chrome browser address bar, type keil.com, then press enter. We will be prompted with ARM Keil page. Now here in the top navigation bar we can see we have Home, Products and Download. Click on the download. In download we have two sections, one is product downloads and file downloads. We need to download the software, so click on product downloads. There are four different products here. We are working on 8051 microcontroller devices, so we'll be downloading C51. We can see in the description here development tools for all 8051 devices. Now click on C51. Once you click on the C51, you will be prompted with a form. That form has been previously filled in mine. Once that form has been filled, and if you are going to click on submit, you will be getting this download link here. Click on C51v960a.exe file. This was been updated last in May 28, 2019. Click on this file. Depending upon your internet speed, the software will get downloaded. It's around like 94 MB. So I'll pause the video. Once this download is been completed, then we'll continue with the installation process. Now in the left bottom of the screen we can see the software got downloaded. I click on this arrow button, show in folder. We have C51 version 960a.exe file has been downloaded. Double click on this file. You're prompted with the installation steps. Now here click on next, then go through the agreement file, then I click on I agree button if you want to install this software. Next, I'll keep the destination folder default to C drive, Keil_v5 folder. Then next, here you need to fill out the details. I'll give it as RLC EEE, RLC-EEE, then email, it's a dummy email. Don't email to this one, this email ID is not available. Next, now the installation begins. Then click on finish. To open the software, go to start, then type Keil. We'll get with Keil Microvision 5. Once the software has been installed, we'll get this icon. Click on this. Now this is the default window of the Keil Microvision. Here first step is like we need to create the project. So go to project, then click on new Microvision project. Here I have created a folder in 8051 and addressing mode. Here I will be typing instruction set. I'll simply type as instruction the project, save it. Next step is to select the target device. Here we are working on 8051, so I'll check for 8089C5. 51 889C51. Select this, click on OK. Now copy startup.a51 to project folder and add files to project. Select as no. In the left side we can see over here we got project. A project is been created with the name, instruction, and inside that we have the target folders. Now our next work is to create assembly language file, so that I'll go to file, then click on new. You can use shortcut also, Control N. Now this file I'll save it first. I'll save it as immediate.asm, that is we'll go with immediate addressing mode, so I'll save it as immediate.asm. Click on save. Here we need to type the code. We know that whenever we turn on the microcontroller, the program counter default value will be 0000H. So we need to start the code from 00H itself. So to do that, first line of code should be always org 0000H. Now here we are going to write the code. So move a comma, that is immediate addressing mode means directly we are going to send the value. To send the value we will be using hash or pound symbol, then 25H. Next we'll go with move R1 comma hash 33H, then move dptr comma hash. Now we know that dptr is a 16-bit register which is a combination of dpl and dph. So here move dptr comma hash, we need to pass 16-bit data, that means 2 bytes of data. I'll say it as 2A61H. Now we'll stop with this one. Okay, we'll save it. We can see here there's a star mark which indicates this file is not been saved. So click on save button. Now the star mark has gone on this one. That means I'll show it once again. If I add any space, we can see here that file has been changed so that it indicates in the star mark. So if this star mark is there, make sure that you are going to click on save and the star mark has been removed. Now the star mark has been removed. Now we need to add this file to the project. So to add that file to the project, in the left side we have like project section. In that project section, go to source group, right click on this. We'll get with add existing files to source group. Now we are going to add the existing file because we have created the file. That file we have been adding. Click on it. Now here we can see we have immediate.asm. Sometimes if you are not getting this, you need to change it in the file types. In the file types you have C, ASM, all those things. Default sometimes it will be of C, then you cannot see this file. So then head over here and click on all files or ASM files to check with this. Now I'll select immediate.asm, add, close. Now that file has been added over here. Save all. Then next we need to convert this code into the machine code. So for that we can see in the third navigation we have translate, build, and rebuild. So I'll go with build, or you can use the shortcut F7. Click on this build. Below we can see the program size and build time elapsed. It has been completed. There is no errors. Okay. Now once this has been done, we need to check the output. We can check the output directly on the Keil Microvision software itself. So to do that, in the second navbar we can see there's a D button, that is start or stop, or else you can go with debug. Then in the debug you have start or stop debug session, same as this in the shortcut. Also we have here start or stop debug, or you can use the shortcut key Control F5. Click on this debug. then OK. Now we will get this default window. Yeah, I'll adjust it so that you people can see easily. Here this is the disassembly code, that the code ASM code which we have written, it has been converted to the machine codes. So we can see here like move a comma hash 025. It is move a comma hash means it is 74, then 25 is the direct value, so 25 has been stored here. This is the code memory. The next move r1 comma hash 33, this one move r1, that code is 79, then 33 is the value we have been sending, so 33. Then next here move dptr comma hash, move dptr means 90, then the value is 2a61, so 2a61. And we can see the default pointer, the left yellow arrow mark, we can see that is the pointer, okay, or the program counter value. So the program counter value is 0000, and in the left side also we can see in the systems we have program counter which is of 0000. Now if we want to execute line by line, then we have here the reset button, then the run button, and step or step over. So we can use this step, or you can use the shortcut F11. I'll click on step. When I click on the step, this first instruction will get executed, and we can see this pointer will move on to the next line. Now we clicked on step, we can see the green box color has been changed, then the pointer has been moved to the next. When the pointer has been moved to the next, we can see the pointer is at 0002, and here also program counter value has been changed to 0002. Then the first instruction is move a comma hash 25, that means move the 25 h data to accumulator, and in the left window we can see that a value has been changed to 25. A value has been changed to 25, and the program status word also been changed because the parity bit has been changed. If you click on this plus, you will get to know the carry, auxiliary carry, F0, RS, OV, F1, then parity. Okay, we can see the parity bit has been changed. Okay. Now we are not going like in the next videos we'll go through instruction sets, arithmetic instruction sets and all, and we'll see with this all other flags. Now we'll concentrate only on this one. Now the second instruction is move r1 comma hash 33h. Now here in the registers we can see there is r0, r1, r2, r3 and all the values are 0. R1 value is also 0. Once we execute this line of code, the r1 value will change to 33. So I'll go for step. Now second, that is line 3 is also been executed. Now r1 value has been changed to 33. R1 value has been changed to 33, and program counter has been changed to 0004. Here also we can observe, and here also we can observe. Now the DPTR value will be 2A61. Here the DPTR value is 00. So once this line is been executed, it should change to 2A61. So we can see. So this is a simple example. We have not gone through the example. In the upcoming videos, while learning the instruction sets, we'll go with the examples and we'll see directly on the software also. Like we'll learn the theory part and we'll execute the same code in the software so that it will be easy to compare. Now when I press the reset, I said we have seen that in the pin description, when the reset button is been pressed, all the operations of the microcontroller will be stopped and the program counter will be set to 0. So when I press reset button now, we can observe here the A value has been changed to 0 to the default, DPTR value has been changed to the default, program counter value has been set to 0, but we can see the register values are not changed. Okay, register values are not changed. This is with reset button. Now this to stop the debugging mode, you can go to debug, you can click on start or stop debug session, so it will get stopped, or else here you have the direct shortcut, you can click on this button also to stop it. Once you click on that button, it will come back to the default editing mode. Now we are in the editing mode, this one. In the next video we'll go with instruction sets topic. We'll continue with the instruction sets topic. To get notified for our next upcoming videos, subscribe to our social media channels. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.